Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Welch. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off play action. Welsh. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Welch. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Welsh. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Welch. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Welsh going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Hunt.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Hunt, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run right side with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Wells. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Wells. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Looking to throw. Wells. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Wells. Over the middle to Beckham. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Following the fumble recovery, Wells. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, fourth fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down and 3. Off the play fake. Welch going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Welsh gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Check. Hot.
60 On first down, it's Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, Welch. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wells has got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wells. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Looking to throw. Wells.
And this has been
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for our Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Welsh.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Welch. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Wells. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Wells. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Throwing on first down. Wells. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Wells. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawks crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Wells being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Welsh. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wells. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Welch. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Welsh. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Welch. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And
he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, Wells. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some slot. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Wells. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wells. It's caught. Beckham. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing on first down. Wells. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw. Wells. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Wells. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Wells dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Wells. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. From the gun, Wells. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on second down. Wells. Caught. It's high. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down. Wells. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.